My name is Shridhar. I represent the sales for LamdaTest, a new age software testing company. So possibly we were founded in 2017. At that time, the market already had 4 to 5 top-notch QA companies. Why another one? So one of the three reasons why we founded our company was the first was to ensure that we have an end-to-end software timeline shrunk by at least 50-60%. We committed ourselves to build a product to do this. The second is cost. To ensure that the overall QA cost it dramatically reduced by 20%. And third was commit to co-innovation with community users and customers. So fast forward in 8 years, this is what is there from Lambda Test. We have almost 14,000 plus paying customer with us, billion plus tests executed, 2.5 million community users who consume my product on a SaaS, and a strong customer base across 130 plus countries. So what is testing all about for us? So when you look at the entire tip of the iceberg, these are the various problem statements that we witness. We believe today the entire test planning and authoring is a crux of problems. With new age tech coming up, a lot of code repositories being built. How do you go and help plan and author tests correctly and accurately? This is the second big problem statement is around how do you fix the broken test cases and the flaky test cases. And third was around how do you build a seamless, unified execution and orchestration layer across any frameworks and any languages. To add to that, we had the Gen AI problem, a good problem to have with consumption and adoption of Gen AI happening in. We have a huge code repository being built almost every day. And in fact, in the last 2 years, we have humongous code that has been generated, which needs to be tested across using some test exposures. So with all these problem statements, this is what is Lambda test for you. We reimagined the whole thing and built this engineering platform. So today what you see over here is around planning, authoring, execute, and analysis. But 7 years back, we didn't have 4 pillars. We were just a small execute company. We started small, focus giving web and real devices as an execution layer. And from there on, we built our capabilities using co-innovation. Fast forward, we have a very rich execution layer, a rich analytics layer for reporting. And then last 1 year, we spent time on building planning and authoring. The test planning is all about next gen test case repository for y'all, where you can maintain the entire life cycle of test cases using our test manager. And then comes authoring. Last September, we launched the industry's first natural language based test case generation platform called Kane AI. Why Kane? Kane is our first paying customer who paid us $18 7 years back. The whole authoring platform is on Gen AI, agentic AI, wherein using natural languages, native languages, you're able to build test cases, not just test cases, but also rich automation scripts which are non-proprietary, right? So with this, you're able to have our own, all the 4 pillars which are richly integrated, planning, authoring, execute, and analysis. And not just that, the whole framework today integrates with almost 100 plus ecosystem techs. You name it, we will have it. Any low code, no code, any bug management, any collaboration, any test management, reporting, you name it, we will have a rich ecosystem and rich integration. So this is what is Lambda test for you in 2025. And I'm sure as we head to the next year, next 2 years, we'll have more innovations coming with us. As for our commitment to our customers and consumers, co-innovation is our foundation to build rich offering. And for every startup, this is a real learning. You can build best products, deliver the best POCs, and always be into a co-innovation, kind of a mindset. So with this, I want to give you a small example. Our example will be one of the biggest brands in Indian market, Swiggy, and they have been one of our leading customers for quite some time now. And I want to invite Vishnu to share his personal experiences with Lambda Test and how Swiggy has benefited by adopting us in their entire testing sprint. Over to you, Vishnu.
I'll use mic.
Yeah.
Hello. Cool. Thanks, Sridhar. So, so this is Vishnu, and I have 8 years of experience and completely in mobile automation and testing. So currently, I lead the Swiggy food team, basically where I head the entire quality team for the food team. So My daily roles and responsibility is in that I have to ship the highest quality of the build to the customers and ensure that we have the good and bug-free build. So, next slide. Cool. So as we all know, Swiggy is the one of the very leading food delivery app, right? We have close to 50 million users. Like we have across lot of different app. One is our Swiggy main app, Swiggy Instamart, Swiggy Dine Out, and we have vendors app, we have drivers app, but our latest app, which is also called as Swiggy Snack. So, as we know, when it comes to QA, verifying for this humongous number of customers, it is very hard, right? So, this is where the Lambda test pitches in. So, next slide. So, as we know, with the help of Lambda test, how are we solving, right? QA becomes a bottleneck for any organization, especially in the food industries, right? So with the help of AppLive, this is where we solve the problem, right? So what is basically AppLive? So this is a virtual desktop wherein you get the exact representation of a physical device, right? Now, these physical devices would be in the Lambda test server, but will be given to you in the form of virtually. Now, wherein QAs from Swiggy team can install the build in the app live and ensure that everything is working fine. So Lambda test also give various kind of devices, OEMs like let's say Samsung's, we have Huawei, and we have OnePlaces and everything. So one of the latest thing what I like about them is um, whenever there is a any new devices which is launched in the market, right? Like let's take a small example of Samsung series, which was released during last like 6 months. Like there was Samsung's S25 series and iPhone's 16 series, right? Lambda test team ensured that this devices were available in the app live, so that we at the Swiggy team would have a opportunity to get and test the latest device, so that we get the latest and devices up to date, and also we get the extra edge over everything and we can test it. So coming to crash logs, right? As we know, in the world of applications, right? Crashes is very crucial, right? And we have to, whenever there is a app is crashing, it blocks the entire user journey flow, right? Now to ensure this, we have to fix the crash log. So now the one of the another good thing in app live is whenever the user is playing around the app, and if the app crashes, you can get the crash log immediately, and this piece of crash log is very useful for us, we in the developers and the in the QA team, the Swiggy, so that we can fix the crash log and ship the build right away. So coming to the next part, that is called as UI APM inspector, right? So those who are in the world of mobile automation and UI automation, right, would definitely understand the pain point of getting the locators for all these applications, right? So it is very tedious to understand the app and you get the locators, right? But with the help of AppLive, it is just a single click wherein you just click on the APM inspector and you get the entire DOM. Now with this help of entire DOM, you can get the locators and fix it in your code. Cool. So moving to app automation, we at Swiggy have built a custom framework from scratch to use it to the highest leverage and ships the build on the Play Store and the consumer app. So it is very important to ship highest quality, right? So we have lot of suites, like one is E2E cases, one is our regression suite, and another one is the feature level thing toost and everything, right? Now, so what happens is whenever we run the scripts in Swiggy, right? What happens is we send this piece of information to Lambda test, wherein with the help of Lambda test webhookings and the Swiggy have a handshake, so that whatever scripts I'm running in the Swiggy desktop would go to the Lambda server and the device would be hosted where you can see how the devices are working. And this gives an extra advantage for us so that you can actually see how your scripts are behaving, right? So if at all there are any failures, you can fix it right away and get it debugged. So another thing is we have executed more than 22,000 cases monthly in over the Lambda test. So that is one great thing, and also Lambda test has been providing us the constant support for us. So another great functionality I would like to talk is the regular expressions, right? So whenever you're running your framework, right? So usually we cannot run it in a single device, right? So that wouldn't solve the problem for us in the Swiggy. So with the help of Lambda test regular expression, what happens is you get an extra advantage that you can run across various devices. So I'll take a small example, what I mean by that. Now, let's say I have a Swiggy regression suite, right? Now, if I'm running with the help of with the regular expressions, it gives me an opportunity to run across various devices. So this also gives us the extra benefit so that we can verify across the various devices in a single run. So, cool. Moving to the insights. So this is a single dashboard which is completely defined by the AI, right? So what this does is for us, whenever there is any sessions happening, being a lead, you have to understand what is happening with your team members and what is happening with the various pages. It is really hard to monitor, right? Now, with the help of insights, you get a complete detailed understanding of what the team is running and what are your failures and what are your success rates, and also you get number of unique cases and also unique failures. So this gives us the flexibility to fix our code and get it shipped. Cool. Next slide.
Yeah.
Cool. Likewise, I was talking earlier, I already mentioned that we have a lot of E2E cases, one as P0 cases, one as regular regression suits. Now, I'll take a small pinch on what is E2E cases. Right now, E2E cases are the one which we run daily on the Lambda test server, right? So we at Swiggy, we have scheduled it daily so that we run it on the Lambda test server so that if at all there are any failures, you would definitely get it highlighted so that we at the QA team would understand what are the failures and get it fixed. So another thing what I would like to talk is during regression, as we all know, being in a competitive world, it is always have to ship faster and the highest quality of build, right? Now with the help of parallel execution, so I'll take another small example, right? Now, likewise I was telling, let's take example of Swiggy homepage regression, right? Now, let's say we have 50 cases, right? Now, with the help of parallel execution, you can run this entire 50 cases with a combination of 20 to 30 threads. What I mean by that is, now let's say this entire 50 test cases, in that first 30 cases would run parallelly at a time. Now, what this does for us, it gives an extra advantage and speed, and this gives us to ship faster. With the help of this report, we would be able to ship it faster. Next. So, likewise, in Swiggy, what we have done is we have automated our automatable entire suite, right? Like, let's say the entire regression suite, we have cut down to at least 80% of the cases so that we can ship it much faster. So, with the help of scripts, we have made sure that we are shipping this faster. Cool. I'll talk about GenAI. So this is something which I'm personally very excited for, right? Now, as we all know, why the world is moving towards GenAI, right? So there must be definitely a reason why people are interested in AI, right? So I'll explain it in a more deeper way, right? Now, I'll tell the biggest advantage of having GenAI, right? Now, let's say if I want to write an automation script, right? With the help of GenAI, it is as simple as writing English lines, right? So I'll go more deeper in this, right? Now, let's say I want to automate a Swiggy app, right? Now, what we have to do is all you have to write saying that, hey, click on Swiggy app, click on login button, enter the test number, enter the OTP, click on login button, go to Swiggy homepage and go to the Instamart and click on the first button. Now you understand this is just the 5-6 lines of English statement, right? Now internally what happens is, internally basically the natural processing model and the LLM models within the GenAI would understand what it is doing, right? So it would break down this English statement into a smaller prompts, and the LLM would itself understand and break this into a script, and it would convert this into automation cases. Now, when I go to the regular non-traditional, wherein I go to the traditional way, right? In traditional way, it is so hard. Let's say you have to have the Java code, you have to have helper method, you have to have data providers, then again, you have to have a complex setup. Now you understand the difference of traditional way and you understand the difference of KNI, it helps us to ship faster. So another one, last example I would like to take is now let's say, as we all know in Instamart, we get various pop-ups like marketing pop-ups, we get lot of video pop-ups and everything. Now with the help of KNI in the automation, all you need to say is, hey, just click on the close button if it is displayed. Now this single line of code will internally understand what it needs to do. But wherein if I'm writing with the traditional Java coding, I have to write lot of ifs methods. Inside if method, I have to write a lot of condition, and if that condition fails, I have to write another condition. So it is very tedious. So that is how we are saving the time with KNI. And currently, we at Swiggy, we are running with KNI with a pilot project, and results are very promising. Cool. That's it from me, and thanks. Over to you, Sridhar.
Hey, thanks, Vishnu. So, we at LamdaTest are very proud to have Swiggy as one of our latest brands. And they're one of those consumers who consume Lambda tests at a scale beyond, like 20,000 tests per month. They have regression suites running every day and going to be a big user of KNI for us in the near future. So, with this, thank you very much. Have a great time, Hyatt. Thanks, Nisha. Thanks, Raman. Thank you.